What is going on, guys? It's Dylan the Machete here, and I fought last week at Patong Stadium where I fought at 71.8 kilos, cutting about 4 or 5 kilos, and did this in about a week. But I just want to go over the rehydration process with you guys, because in Thailand, if you're fighting at a stadium like Patong or sometimes Lumpini or Channel 7, whatever it is, chances are you're going to be weighing in the same day, and you need to be able to refuel and like rehydrate and do all that. You got to make sure that that's on point, so that way you go into the fight feeling as good as possible, even though you're weighing in on the same day. So I cut about 4 or 5 kilos for this fight. 71.8 kilos was the fight. I probably started the week at about 76, got back up to 76 before the fight. So let's get into the process, starting with the weight cut, where we go to the sauna in Bangtao. After 8 minutes and 5 minutes in the sauna, plus the towels in between, I was 300 grams underweight.
Rightio guys, we're back in my room. We are on weight and we are going to get ready for bed, and we're going to go to weigh-ins, and then after that I'm going to be showing you guys what we're going to be eating after weigh-ins.
Here we are at the weigh-ins. As soon as I weighed in and got off the scales, I started drinking my 2 electrolyte drinks. One was Gatorade mixed with salt and water. The other was orange juice mixed with salt and water, which is a Donhetric method, which I will chuck on screen now. As soon as those drinks were done, my first meal was overnight oats with banana, honey, watermelon, and a little bit of chocolate, which here are the macros and the calories for that. We also had a couple of these triangle rice things from 7-Eleven, which I definitely think the macros are wrong, because there's no way there is that much protein in these things. I then proceeded to eat a mango, followed by some of this sugar syrup, which the Thais always drink after weigh-ins when they have a big weight cut. Didn't have a lot because this shit is so damn sweet and I did not like it at all. We then went to a restaurant called Butterfly where we got some banana pancakes, a banana shake, and a watermelon shake. Rightio guys, it is currently 1 p.m. I'm about to have my last meal before my ShakeOut training session, which is done around 3:30, 4 o'clock, which is where I just shadow box and do a little bit of a primer session to help my body regulate after the weight cut. So I'm going to be having homemade chicken fried rice, which I'm going to chuck the ingredients and the macros and all that up here. As you can see, I've had a shit ton of carbs today, and some of them being processed carbs. The reason for this is because we want the sugars to go straight back into the system, straight back into the muscles, and obviously because it's same day weigh-ins, I only really get about 12 to 14 hours to completely refuel. So if I have too much fiber, stuff like sweet potato, brown rice, stuff like those, even if I have too much fruit, all that type of stuff is just going to sit in my gut and make it really uncomfortable. So yeah, that's why we're sticking with a lot of rice, mostly processed foods, but I did have a couple of foods like oats and bananas and watermelon, stuff that is still healthy, but you just got to have a good mix of both and kind of understand your body and what works for you. So we're going to have this last meal and we're going to go to the gym for our shakeout session.
One thing that I forgot to mention, as I'm cooking my chicken, I'm just going to say it. At the start of your weight cut, or like when you start to rehydrate and do your refeed, you don't want to have a lot of fat and you don't want to have a lot of fiber. So I obviously had a little bit of fruit, that's alright, but you don't want to be stuffing stuff up like brown rice, sweet potato, all that stuff I've already gone over. You don't want to be having a lot of fat, because fat is going to slow down your digestion and it's going to make the quick carbs harder to absorb into your body. So now that I've already refueled quite a fair bit, I'm allowing myself to have a little bit of fat. So with this meal, I'm going to have 3 eggs. I'm cooking it in coconut oil, and then after I've done my shakeout session, I'm going to have some nuts, and you're going to see what that meal looks like right after we do our shakeout session.
Final meal after my shakeout session was just some fried rice, which I ordered with 2 eggs, and then I also had some nuts and a little bit of fruit.
โดนหมัดเลยมีแกว่งไปแกว่งมาครับอาชิตหมัดซ้ายครับนี่ครับโอ้ยจังหวะแรกจังหวะสวนครับโอ้ยจังหวะเร่งเกมของดีแลนนั้นทำได้ดีครับอาชิตโอ้โหเรียบร้อย
And there you go, guys. That is what I ate. That is what I drank, and that is what I had same day weigh in to make sure that I went into the fight as good, as healthy, and as strong as possible. So here is my full day of macros and carbs and sugars and all that shit like that. As you can see, I ate a lot of food, a lot of calories, and that's just to fuel yourself, because the last few days leading up to it, like, I'm not eating a lot. I'm eating like 1,500 calories. My salts are down, my sugars are down, my carbs are down, all that stuff. So you really want to make sure that you really replenish that so that you go into the fight as strong and as good as you possibly can. So please make sure that you check out all my other videos. If you want to see a fight breakdown of how I got the knockout, make sure you check down below, or if there's somewhere on the screen, fucking click it. If not, check out my social medias, check out my other videos. There's plenty of good content coming very soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.